Listen to me very carefully. The money you want is not going to come to you by accident. It is not going to fall from the sky. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is coming to hand you the life you dream about. If you want financial freedom, you have to go and build it yourself. Period. Let me ask you something. When you look at your bank account right now, does it make you feel proud? Does it make you feel secure? Or does it make you feel anxious? Does it make you feel like you are behind, like you are running out of time, like everyone else is ahead of you? That feeling, that anxiety, that is not your enemy. That is your fuel. That discomfort is the signal that you were meant for more. It is the universe telling you that you have not yet reached your ceiling. You have not yet become the person you are capable of becoming. But here's the hard truth that most people refuse to accept. Money does not care about your feelings. Money does not care about your excuses. Money does not care that you had a difficult childhood. Money does not care that you did not have the right connections. Money does not care that the economy is tough. Money responds to one thing and one thing only: value. The amount of money you earn is in direct proportion to the amount of value you bring to the marketplace. If you want to earn more, you must become more. You must become more skilled, more disciplined, more valuable, more irreplaceable. Most people want more money without becoming more. They want the reward without the transformation. They want the destination without the journey. But that is not how it works. You cannot earn $1 million income with a minimum wage mindset. Let me tell you what separates the wealthy from everyone else. It is not talent. It is not luck. It is not where they started. It is one simple thing: habits. The wealthy have habits that the broke do not. They wake up early. They read. They invest. They plan. They delay gratification. They say no to things that feel good now so they can say yes to things that feel incredible later. The broke spend money they do not have to buy things they do not need to impress people they don't even like. The wealthy do the opposite. They live below their means. They invest the difference. They let their money work for them instead of working for their money. Do you understand the difference? The poor work for money. The rich make money work for them. That is the single most important financial lesson you will ever learn. Your money should be your employee, not your boss. But before you can invest, before you can build wealth, you have to master one fundamental skill: discipline with money. You have to learn to control your spending. You have to learn to live on less than you earn. You have to learn to save. Because here's the thing: you cannot invest what you have already spent. Every dollar you spend on something unnecessary is a dollar that could have been working for you for the next 30 years. That cup of coffee you buy every morning? Over 30 years, invested properly, that's tens of thousands of dollars. That subscription you do not use, that car you can't afford, that house that's stretching you thin, every single one of those decisions is stealing from your future self. Start small. Save your first 1,000, then your first 5,000, then your first 10,000, then your first 100,000. Each milestone builds momentum. Each milestone proves to yourself that you are capable. And momentum is everything. But saving alone is not enough. Saving alone will not make you wealthy. Inflation will eat away at your savings if you just leave them sitting there. You have to invest. You have to put your money into assets that appreciate. Stocks, real estate, businesses, your own education and skills.
The wealthiest people in the world do not have one source of income, they have multiple. They have investments, businesses, real estate, royalties, dividends. They build systems that generate money while they sleep, and you need to start thinking this way too. But here is where most people fail. They never start. They wait for the perfect time. They wait until they have more money. They wait until they know more. They wait until they feel ready. But the perfect time does not exist. You will never feel ready. You have to start before you are ready. The best time to invest was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now. Today. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not when you get a raise. Not when the market looks better. Today. And let me tell you something about fear. Fear is the #1 reason people stay broke. Fear of losing money. Fear of making a mistake. Fear of looking foolish. But you know what is scarier than losing money? Being 65 years old and having nothing. Being 70 years old and still working because you cannot afford to retire. Being dependent on others for your basic needs. That is fear. The temporary discomfort of taking a risk, of learning something new, of putting yourself out there, that is nothing compared to the permanent discomfort of a life lived in financial struggle. So I want you to make a decision right now. Not tomorrow, not later, right now. Decide that you are going to take control of your financial life. Decide that you are going to become the kind of person who attracts wealth. Decide that you are going to break every limiting belief you have about money. Because let me tell you, your beliefs about money are either making you rich or keeping you poor. If you believe money is evil, you will never have it. If you believe rich people are greedy, you will subconsciously sabotage yourself. If you believe you do not deserve wealth, you will find a way to get rid of it every time it comes to you. You have to change your relationship with money. Money is not evil. Money is a tool. Money is neutral. It simply amplifies who you already are. If you are generous, money makes you more generous. If you are selfish, money makes you more selfish. The problem was never the money. The problem was the person holding it. So become the kind of person who can handle wealth. Become generous, become disciplined, become wise. Become the kind of person who, when money comes, knows exactly what to do with it. And here is the secret that nobody tells you. Building wealth is boring. It is not exciting. It is not glamorous. It is not what you see on Instagram. It is not private jets and luxury cars and designer clothes. Real wealth building is showing up every single day. It is putting money into your investments month after month, year after year, decade after decade. It is boring. It is repetitive. It is slow, but it works. Compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. It is the most powerful force in finance. A small amount of money invested consistently over a long period of time becomes an enormous amount of money, but you have to be patient. You have to let it work. You have to resist the urge to cash out. You have to resist the urge to spend. You have to play the long game. And the long game is hard. The long game means saying no when everyone else is saying yes. It means staying home when everyone else is going out. It means driving an older car when everyone else is financing a new one. It means being different. And being different is uncomfortable.
But you know what is more uncomfortable? Being the same as everyone else and ending up broke. Look around you. The average person is living paycheck to paycheck. The average person has no savings. The average person is in debt. Do you want to be average? Then do what average people do. But if you want to be above average, you have to do what average people are not willing to do. You have to be willing to sacrifice now so you can enjoy later. You have to be willing to be misunderstood. You have to be willing to be criticized. You have to be willing to look different. Because success will always make you stand out. Wealth will always make you different from the crowd. Let me tell you about failure. Every wealthy person has failed. Multiple times. They have lost money.
They have made bad investments. They have started businesses that failed. But the difference between them and everyone else is that they did not stop. They learned, they adapted, they tried again. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is a part of success. You cannot have one without the other. The person who never fails is the person who never tries. And the person who never tries has already failed. So fail fast, fail forward, fail often, but never fail to try. Every failure is a lesson. Every loss is tuition. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. And when things get hard, and they will get hard, remember why you started. Remember the life you are trying to build. Remember the freedom you are fighting for. Financial freedom is not just about money. It is about options. It is about choices. It is about being able to wake up and do what you want, when you want, with whom you want. It is about not having to answer to anyone. It is about security for your family. It is about peace of mind. That is what you are really building, not just a bank account, a life of freedom, a life of choices, a life where money is no longer a source of stress, but a source of possibility. So I need you to commit right now. Commit to learning about money. Read books, listen to podcasts, study people who have done what you want to do. Commit to saving, commit to investing, commit to earning more by becoming more valuable. And most importantly, commit to not giving up. Because the road to wealth is long. It is not a sprint. It is a marathon. And most people quit right before the breakthrough. They quit right before the compound interest kicks in. They quit right before the business takes off. They quit right before the investment pays off. Do not be most people. Be the person who stays. Be the person who endures. Be the person who keeps showing up when everyone else has given up. Be the person who believes in their future so strongly that no setback can shake them. Your financial future is in your hands. Nobody is coming to build it for you. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is coming to make you rich. It is all on you. And that is the best news you will ever hear. Because if it is on you, then it is in your control. And if it is in your control, then you can change it. So change it, starting today, starting now. Not with a giant leap, with one small step. Save your first dollar, read your first book, make your first investment, start your first side hustle. Take that first step and then take another and then another. Because one day, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you will look back at this moment, the moment you decided to take control of your financial life, and you will be grateful, not because it was easy, not because it was fast, but because you did it. You became the person you needed to become. You built the wealth you were capable of building. You created the freedom you always dreamed of.
The money is waiting for you, but it is waiting on the other side of your growth. Growth